The Batman Arkham Collection, featuring Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight, are all rumored and possibly leaked to be coming to Nintendo Switch very, 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 very soon. I'm going to be talking about everything that we know about this in this video. Before we get into that, I looked at statistics of this channel, and there is a very low percentage of you guys that are actually subscribed. So if you see that you're not subscribed and you enjoy the content, hit the subscribe button, turn notifications on, hit that like button, it helps me out a lot. Let's get right into the video. So, back in February, or early February-ish, somewhere around there, we learned by a legitimate source that the Batman Arkham Collection featuring Arkham Asylum, City, and Knight, which is a big what the hell is going on, are coming to Nintendo Switch August 31st of this year, 2022. At the point in time of recording this is August 4th. I'm 5 months late to this because I didn't trust it, and I wanted to wait before I was putting hope into people's minds. But I do believe this is 100% happening. Whether that release date is true or not, I do believe it's 100% happening. And I'm going to back that up. It was leaked and rumored back in February. Now, at the time, I think the day after or the week after, somewhere around that time period, there was a Nintendo Direct that was announced for that week. Now, we didn't get anything related to Batman Arkham in that Direct. But I thought about it. Why would they do that? Yes, they know that this is possibly leaked or rumored, but the thing is that would have been pre-recorded. Even if it wasn't, and it was live, which considering that they had many bits going on throughout the stream, or their premiere, it wouldn't make sense for them to just put that in there randomly. When they have a whole Direct ready for new games coming out and all that, why announce it then? Announce it when it releases. Get a ton of hype built up just from now. All they need is a trailer featuring Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight in the same trailer for Nintendo Switch, and there you go. Like, you get a ton of money from that. Nintendo 100% will. Now, a few years ago, it's been rumored for a couple years, WB and Rocksteady said that they would never release Batman Arkham Knight on Nintendo Switch because it wasn't in their stock. It wasn't doing that well compared to the other consoles. But the major thing that K-Wing actually pointed out, if you don't know him, I don't know what you're doing, he pointed out when this news came out, or the leak came out, that Nintendo Switch has actually sold a ton more units than PlayStation and Xbox have ever with their new consoles. So if you want Batman Arkham Knight to do pretty damn well to get more money off of it, put Nintendo Switch and it would work. Now, the reason people are believing this leak is because the same source that revealed this revealed that Witcher 3 would in fact come to Nintendo Switch, and it did, months later. Now, I want to go back to the release date, August 31st of this year. That seems iffy, because it is a Wednesday, but at the same time, I wouldn't just let that go. You know what I mean? It could happen. I do think this is 100% in the works if it's not already done. But what I think we're going to be looking at is a possibility of either A, a release date happening earlier than August 31st, or B, happening in November going into September time, maybe November. I could see those two times happening, maybe even October, who knows. But another thing we need to be looking at that could really change your thoughts on this. The site that revealed all this is no longer accessible. I don't know how long it hasn't been. I looked about 2 weeks ago and you cannot get to it. It was taken down. And I'm probably reading too much into this, but the way I see it is there are three choices here. A, the developer took it down because he or she realized that this was not happening and made a mistake. B, Nintendo told them to take it down, which would not be the first time that happened, because it was a rumor and leak and they don't like that kind of thing. Or C, the site took it down because Nintendo's actually doing it And I don't know the possibility of that explanation, but that could be one of three choices, is that they just took it down, because it is actually happening, they know it. I could be reading too much in that, but considering it was taken down now of all times, I don't know how long it's been down. It could have been down for months. It could have been down since the direct. But concerning it was taken down, it does make me wonder, did Nintendo tell them to take it down because this is a huge rumor and leak that they just put out? So I'm wondering if that's what Nintendo did to try to cover that up, even though it's already too late because everyone literally saw that. Unless you live under a rock and you don't have any social media, then yeah, you wouldn't have seen that. But I guess for kids, they wouldn't have. But I mean, if you're on social media, you would have seen that. Like, it was everywhere. It blew up within a matter of minutes. It was trending on Twitter not even an hour after it got rumored. It went on for a good 24 hours. It was trending with Batman Arkham coming to Nintendo Switch. But that was kind of suspicious, and it just dawned on me that it could have been Nintendo telling them to take it down because they don't like rumors and leaks. Well, especially leaks. If there's a rumor, they shut it down. They have not once shut that rumor down. So, if that's another thing to tell you this is happening, I don't know what else is. Now, something else we know is that this will not be a cloud version of the collection. What that means, similar to Hitman 3 when it came to Nintendo Switch, you needed the cloud version to be able to play the game. Just a whole nother certain amount of money, I don't know. But on the website, it said that the Batman Arkham Collection featuring Asylum, City, and Night will be $60 or £60, but in the US it's $50. I can't see them really pricing this for $50. I think it's 100% going to be $60. So why was £60? That would be kind of weird for America, because I think the other Arkham games were $60. If I'm wrong, let me know. I know Arkham Knight was, but I'm pretty sure Arkham City was too. At least on the Wii U it was, but that was the Armored Edition. However, I think what we will be looking at here is this going to release on August 31st, 2022? And will Nintendo ever talk about this before it releases? Now, they do soft launches. What that means is they tend to just release a new game, do a trailer the same day, and say it's out now. Don't even announce it in a direct or anything. But the thing is that this is such a big thing. I haven't seen a single Arkham fan not wanting especially Arkham Knight, on Nintendo Switch. I mean, it can run it. Whether you want to believe that or not, it can run it. Crisis 3, which is easily one of the most powerful games on the Switch right now, it runs amazingly. Is it high quality? No. But it is pretty damn good. You can tell what's going on. That being said, if Arkham Knight were to come to Nintendo Switch, I think a lot of us would replay the game. I never actually got to play the game, so it'll be my first time playing it. But the fact that it'd be on Nintendo Switch would just be purely amazing in general to get on the go. Can you imagine playing that on your vacation? With zero Wi-Fi, just playing Batman Arkham Knight in your car or something? That'd be so cool to do. Or playing on the TV, using Nintendo Switch controller. It'd be so cool to be able to do alongside Arkham Asylum and City. And the thing to point out here is Arkham Origins would not be a part of this, because Rocksteady has made clear in the past that Origins is not connected to the Arkhamverse. No matter how much WB wants it to be, it's not. But WB's full of a bunch of idiots recently, or the past ever, so but yeah, I really do believe this is happening. I don't know about that date. The date is what's getting me to where I'm but I do think the Batman Arkham Collection is coming to Nintendo Switch. It's just when. It could be August 31st. It really could be. However, the thing that I really want to be looking at is that release date. Is August 31st? Is it earlier? Is it later? It is just a placeholder. It could be random. But considering it's been 5 months, 5 to 6 months, I had to count how many months between February and August. Considering it's been 5 to 6 months now, and that was roughly the time when Witcher 3 got revealed to be on Nintendo Switch, and then it revealed and it came out on Nintendo Switch about that time later, I really wouldn't be surprised if it comes out August 31st or around that week, on the same week as that. If anything, I'll expect it on a Friday more or less than a Wednesday. But considering it would still be somewhat the summertime, maybe they're switching it up. I don't know. But this is going to be very exciting. Considering one of my first ever videos, not one of, literally my first ever video on this channel was literally about the Batman Arkham games coming to the Switch. Specifically, Arkham Asylum, City, and Arkham Knight. And that video went up August 21st, 2021. Like, I don't know if that's a coincidence on my part, but the fact that it would be 10 days before the game is rumored to release, to me, that's a sign, but to you, it might not be. But to me, doing these videos, it makes it seem like it's a major coincidence, considering we've gone this far. Now, yes, there's been rumors in the past, but I think it was a Italian developer that leaked it, and I don't remember other developers that rumored it. Not leaked it, I don't know why I said leaked, rumored it. But the fact that I think there's a French developer that leaked this Batman Arkham Collection, the fact that they had leaked The Witcher 3 months before it came out, and they've been right several times before, this seems very likely. And not only that, they don't just leak things for zero reason. They do it, for whatever reason. But it's not just random. It's not just bullcrap. If they're doing it, they do it for a reason. Now, we could be looking at Nintendo scrapping this, which why would they do that? Because that makes no sense. The 3 games that would literally blow up the Switch, and not in a bad way. It wouldn't really blow up your system. It would make the Nintendo Switch sell 100 times more, and also it would get WB and Nintendo and whoever else the money goes to here, they would get a lot, and I mean a lot of money just from the collection. If there's DLC a part of it, I don't know if there would be, but if there is, they can get a lot of money just from putting it on a Switch, considering there are more people using Nintendo Switch than any other system out there as of right now because of the pandemic. So I guess we can say thank you, COVID, for giving us this possibility. At the same time, screw you, COVID, and go away. We don't like you. We don't want you here. Go away. But nonetheless, the pandemic really did help boost this, and it's making it more likely than ever before. If in 2020 we had been talking about this before COVID even hit, and this with what the Switch sales were at, we would have all said, yeah, this is bullcrap. This ain't happening. It's not going to work. But considering how many units have been sold for the Switch, which I said earlier have been way more than the PlayStations and the Xboxes, the new ones, I mean, that is a lot to look at. And WB can't go back to their old statement saying Nintendo Switch doesn't have many users on it compared to the other people, because they do. They triumph the other ones. And Nintendo Switch can easily handle Batman Arkham Knight if it is done well, if it's ported correctly. Who the porter would be, I don't know. I really hope it's not Panic Button, because we all see how that goes. But nonetheless, like, this is very, very, very exciting. And I think we shouldn't get, like, overly hyped up, but there should be that little hype that we keep and hope that this does happen. Because I do believe it will happen. It's just when and really how will it be done is a question. It could happen this month. It could happen next year. I do think this is 100% happening. Again, it's just when. I have no idea. I wish I knew, but I don't. And really no one does. So I do think, again, this is 100% happening. It might release on August 31st. Who knows? It could release this month, it could release next week or the week after, or it could release in September, October, November, December, or 2023, 2024, who the hell knows. I would prefer August 31st, or earlier. I think we all would, but we can't read too much into it until we 100% know. And I think we're all going to be looking at this for the next few weeks looking at everything that I just went over. And this is why I want to do this video, because I've been having people reach out to me for the last few weeks, well, not a few weeks, few months, saying that, I'm in my last video for Batman Arkham, which was my first ever video that I did, like I said earlier, people were saying that, oh, it's happening, are you excited and all that. I am excited, but I'm also skeptical, because I don't want to get too hyped up. I don't want to get you guys too hyped up. I do think it's 100% happening. It's just when. It's the big question we're all going to be asking, or we should be asking, up to August 31st, or even after, frankly, if it doesn't happen August 31st. By doing it, it's happening. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching the video. Have a good day. Have a good night. Stay safe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.